If you scared to throw it up, get the out the club. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared, motherfucker. I ain't scared. Man, that was that shit back in the day. What's going on, y'all? Got a good topic for y'all today, man. I'm putting this on Kevin Samuel's page. I'm putting this on YouTube. And you already know I got to put it on Facebook first. Because Facebook allows me to make the video as long as I want. Unlike YouTube. So, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Pay attention to what you hear. You often hear men are this, men are that, women are this, women are that. You know why you be hearing this, though? If everybody claims that they are good women and men, why do you hear so much about bad women and men? Or people being done wrong, should I say? Y'all ever wonder that? You can't negotiate love or attraction, man. See, a lot of men, they're saying women like bad guys and this and that, right? They're saying women like bad guys, and a lot of times, you do have some women, there's very few, but you do have some who purposely like a guy that they know is bad or whatever. But for the most part, man, the reason why a woman's not picking you is because she doesn't want you, man. You can say what you want, you know what I mean? But if she's not picking you or letting it be known that she like you, you're not that guy. Or you're not that girl sometimes. Sometimes people could like you and be nervous to tell you and all that shit. I get all that, man. But let's say you try to like them, right? You're going to see some type of reciprocation, man. You know, too many men out here thinking that they're going to pull some magic trick or some magic line or some shit like that, and a woman's going to like you. Now, you can get a woman to fuck with you by doing shit like that, by giving her things, right? You can get a woman to fuck with you, but that don't mean she's going to like you. What's the difference? What's the difference? Or same thing with y'all women. What's the difference between somebody fucking with you and liking you? The difference is this. Let's say a woman likes to smoke weed. And I'm the supplier. I'm always buying her weed and shit and paying her bills or whatever. Right? Let's say that. She'll fuck with me as long as I'm doing that, right? But the moment she finds a better supply, or the moment I stop supplying it, or maybe I'll say, I don't want to do this all the time. What do you think gonna happen? Also, keep in mind, she's not giving you nothing back in return. But a woman who like you will still fuck with you, and she's giving you shit back in return. I don't know what she gives you back in return. It could be money. It could be just small shit. It could be just cooking for you. Who knows? There's a lot of things that people can do other than money and you know, the normal things like sex and money and all that. People could do a whole lot of shit for you. The point is, when a woman's fucking with you, or they fuck with you because you do shit for them, is different than if she actually likes you. That's why if you shoot your shot at a woman and she basically rejects you or whatever the fuck, or acts like she's really not interested, because you're not that guy. You didn't knock her socks off. Meaning there's an image that she's got, or a guy too. There's an image that they already got in their fucking mind, right? And if you're not meeting that image, that's why that's not happening. So y'all can pout and complain and all this other shit, but it's not going to change. And unfortunately, some people will still fuck with you that don't really like you. And this is where you get the, damn, they played me, or they won't cooperate, or this or that. That's why you're getting that. If somebody seriously likes you, dog, this shit don't happen, man. Especially as a woman, you already been messed with the dude and shit. There should be some, I don't know, man. Everybody different, but I doubt it. I think if a woman fucked with a dude, ain't no fucking way this motherfucker not cooperating if he don't really like you like that. A lot of times it's like them guys that y'all don't want a lot of times, or the girls a lot of guys don't want. Because y'all be wondering like, well, how do I know somebody like me? You know if somebody like you, you just a lot of times you don't really care, you don't want them. Because you already got something made up in your mind, which is very dangerous. It's very dangerous to have this man or woman that does not exist in your mind, because a lot of times you're going to overlook it. You're going to overlook everybody. Nobody going to be good enough. Standards and having this imaginary motherfucker in your mind is two different things. Because you can have standards, and then the guy or girl that you meet don't quite look exactly what you think you like, and you might still fuck with them because the standards is what's more important to you and is what really matters. You know what I mean? Versus a motherfucker who got somebody in their mind. You could be the perfect guy and nope, I'm not fucking with you. That's why you hear guys a lot of times saying women are never, nobody's good enough for them. It's not that. It's just that they're not finding it in the guy that they really want, and the guy that they really want is not coming to them. Or if he does come to her, or she goes to him, he might not really want her back. So what does he do? He plays games, or talks to other people, whatever. I didn't like how that. I gotta make sure my battery not dying. It's really simple when somebody really likes you, man. And people just got to come to the reality of who likes them and who don't. A lot of people don't want to do that, though. They don't want to come to that reality. So since they don't, I'm going to start doing magic tricks. That's woman or man. And then a person might fuck with them. Remember, not like them, but fuck with them. And then in the end, they get hurt because that person was only fucking with you for that time. You wasn't what they consider Mr. or Mrs. Right. You was just somebody right then who had the supply they needed or whatever. You're good enough. I'll fuck with you for now. You're good enough for now, but I still want him. You know what I mean? What if a woman wanted, I like to use the black and white thing as an example because it's completely different, right? Completely opposite. So the woman really likes blonde-haired, blue-eyed Chad, but she's like, I'll fuck with you for now, Twan. But what if blue-eyed, blonde-haired Chad comes along? What you think she gonna do? See, a lot of y'all think, well, if you get money and this and that, and that's gonna make women like you. Yes and no, because guess what? The problem is this when it comes to that. And with y'all women, you think sex and if I get the right body and this and that, or if I just be a good woman, every man's gonna like me. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because there's a thing called competition. There's a thing called competition, dog. So in other words, this is what y'all keep missing when y'all talk about this self-improvement. That's why I say self-improvement should be for you. Or if you got a family and shit like that, that's different. But if you're single, self-improvement is supposed to be about you. Because even if you have muscles, I hope a man's watching right now. Even if you have muscles, even if you have looks, even if you have a big whatever, even you can have everything across the motherfucking board. And guess what? Guess what? If that woman, here's the problem. You got everything a woman likes, right? But there's other guys too. So if you're not that main guy, if you're not her top draft choice, she's going to pick. Now y'all hear those gunshots? What the fuck? It's over that way somewhere. Bullets ain't got no motherfucking name, man. That's some bullshit, man. All right, man. I think I'm good, man. It's like this. Here's a good example. In NFL draft, right? There's 5 receivers. Well, since women don't know what receivers are, we just gonna say quarterbacks. Tom Brady shit. There's 5 quarterbacks. They all got the talent and all this shit, right? But which one do you like better? So when y'all get mad or y'all don't understand, they this and see, dog, I told you, they hypergamous and all. They gonna do what they like what they like, just like you like what you like. If it's not you, move the fuck on. Stop wasting your energy and time trying to make people like you. They're not, if they're meant for you to like you, they will. The right person gonna like everything about you, dog. So why are you worried about the wrong ones? I don't understand this shit. People are involved with the wrong motherfuckers is what's really going on. Sometimes it does take time for a person to see if they really like you. Like motherfuckers, everybody don't just meet a motherfucker, blah, I just like them so much. You don't even know who they are. So you do got to get to know people. But I'm saying this, a person who, let's just say this, a person who is interested in you, they're not even, or not interested. If they're not interested in you, they're not even going to give you the chance. So let's go back to the blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad shit. If I go up to a woman who wants blue-eyed blonde Chad, she don't want no, she might think I look good, I might have the money and all that, but she's not going to fuck with it. She's just not going to fuck with it, man. Because she already got her shit set on blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad. It don't matter what I do. I can put on a cape, jump out a fucking building and fly, motherfucker. It don't matter. It don't matter. Once y'all realize that people either like you or they don't, you'll stop stressing over this shit, man. I promise you'll become a much happy motherfucker. But the reality of that is, once you realize this and you accept this, you're going to realize that a lot of people don't like you. See, all these options that feel good, they feel so good. Oh, look at my DMs. Oh, I'm the finest woman on earth. Look at that. Yeah, but all of them only, what do they want from you? Same thing with a man. You can have money. Oh, man, I got all kind of girls on deck, dog. Yeah, but okay. Which ones really want to fuck with you, though? And it doesn't mean you're ugly or you're not good enough. It just simply means people have their preferences. It doesn't matter if their preference is right or wrong. That don't matter, man. A lot of people's preferences is fucked up, but it's still their preference. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I can't change the preference of the girl that wants the blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad. I can't change her preference. It could be the opposite. It could be women who say, I refuse to date any other guy other than a black guy. I can't change the way she feels. But what if the only good guys that like her are not black? She's fucked. Unless she says, you know what? I'm going to try to expand my imprint. Because that's all it is a fucking imprint. It's what you like. Oh, I like big asses. I like tan. I like this. I like that. At the end of the day, people, man, it's best to accept rejection or accept who don't like you instead of trying to convince them to like you. Because sometimes you might fuck around and convince a motherfucker to fuck with you. Remember, not like you, but fuck with you. And in the end, you're going to get burned. They fuck with you for a while, then you get burned in the end. Like, damn, how that happened? All men ain't shit. All women ain't shit. No, you just didn't pick that one that thinks you're the best ever, man. That one that worship the ground you walk on, man. But you got to do that in return. That's the problem. Like, you can find these people, but do you feel that way in return? Sometimes this shit has to be built. If it's really real like that, it really has to be built, to be honest. Like, you don't just, but the only problem is they not letting you in that fucking door unless you pass the initial, their minimum requirements. You know what I mean? You're not getting in that door. You're not getting that in that door, that blonde hair, blue-eyed girl, or not girl, the girl that wants the blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad. You are not getting in that fucking door if you're not and you could be a white dude. And she's still like, nope, he got black hair, I can't fuck with him. we can't, see the problem is we like to knock motherfuckers for their preference. If she feels that her love of her life is blonde hair and blue eyes, she refuses to get anybody else less, that's her problem. But guess what? That minimizes her chances. That's her choice though. Who am I to say that she's wrong? I can't change how she feels. She gonna feel how the fuck she feel. If a woman say she don't want a guy that goes to work and she want a street guy, we all know that's a dumbass choice. But who am I to change it? We all know most people, I'm gonna go black for a minute, even though it's not just black women, but I'm gonna go black for a minute. We all know most women in the community of black people, the woman gonna like the bad guy, the guy that don't give a fuck about her too. We already know this. You be nice and all this shit and don't say nigga ever. We already know what time it is. We know it's wrong, but it ain't gonna change nothing. They gonna do it anyway, and it don't matter. You could be a good-looking dude, be packing and everything. That don't change nothing. She still like what she like. Nothing you could do about it. But accept it and not fuck with her. That's what you could do about it instead of crying and worrying about why she like this. Who gives a fuck? She don't like you. That's all that matters. And don't let her come back later either. Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to over-ignore you. He's too good. He's too nice and all that. And then later, when they get some sense in their fucking mind, after a couple kids, now they want to, no, it's too late now. We are not talking about, I'm not saying because a woman has kids. I'm talking about women who rejected you and then try to come back. There's a difference. Some people might not fuck with you if you have kids or something. It just is what it is. There's nothing you could do about it. Whether right or wrong. Just like I said on Kevin Samuel shit, that a stepkid might love you more than your own kid. Or I actually consider my stepdad who was passed. At first, I didn't consider it because I was like, man, who's my real dad? But now that I'm grown and understand, it's like, man, that dude was more of a dad than my dad was. And I'm not even mad at my dad. I'm just keeping it real. So I would consider him my dad, even though he's not my dad. I still would give my real dad a chance if he didn't die, right? But I will still consider that guy my dad too. It's all about what people want at the end of the day, man. If you go into the fucking car lot and you want a Cadillac, man, them motherfuckers gonna try to convince you to buy this. We ain't got no Cadillacs, but you can have this or that. You don't want that shit. That's not what you came for. Well, that's how it is in the sexual market place, man. They already got their mind set on what the fuck they want. If she want a guy with dreads, I don't stand a chance. It don't matter how much I sell. See, that's what y'all keep saying. Oh, but if you're a high value man, you can get any woman. It's possible she might fuck with me, but she really don't want me. There's the danger that we was talking about. There's that divorce rate we was talking about in all these videos. Because you're not her number one choice. What really gets her pussy wet, what she really wants, is a guy with dreads. Her preference might change later, I don't know. You might be able to rewrite her imprint, maybe. But good luck, I wouldn't even fuck with it. Why? When there's women out there that like you for who you are. Or men out there who like you for who you are. Y'all stressing over women who don't even like you. Because they look good. That don't mean shit. Pussy could be garbage. They mind could be garbage. They heart could be garbage. It ain't all about looks, man. But that's your preference. So who am I to knock it? Ain't that the topic? So some men got a preference of I just want this big booty, slim, thick, light-skinned or whatever. Okay, well, good luck with that because that type of woman might not like you. There might not be one woman on earth that your preference fits that likes you. Then what? Then what? See, for you though, that's the key. That's the key. See, a lot of men will say a lot of people should feel like you, like a woman should like a man for somebody who touches her soul and all that. Every woman don't feel that way. That's the problem though. You know what I mean? But by you feeling that way, you'll probably find the right guy. But every woman ain't like that. She might be like, nope, he got to be blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad. I don't give a fuck if the black dude touch my soul or whatever. She's not even going to let you even attempt to touch her soul. She's going to reject you as soon as she see it. I got a boyfriend, nope. Because you're not the blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad that she wants. And the same thing y'all men do when y'all reject women. It could be this woman could be the best, have the best heart on earth, inside and all that, but you're going to reject her because she don't fit your criteria of what you're looking for on the surface. And that's what I keep telling y'all, man. So why stress over it? There's nothing you could do about it. Why do you want to be liked, or why do you want to try to like somebody who actually likes somebody else better? Why do I want to like women from the black neighborhood if they want people who smoke weed and thugs? I grew all that. I'm not about to downgrade myself again. I grew up this big. Now you want me to minimize myself back to 15 years old? No. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Them women, oh well, that's their loss. But I'm not about to do the magic tricks for them and change who I am and minimize myself back down to 15 years old, smoking and saying nigga every 5 seconds just so her pussy get wet. And it probably won't even get wet anyway. You know what I'm saying? It still probably won't work. That's just the way it goes. So why? And that's another thing, man. A lot of y'all, like I said, self-improvement is for you. It's not for you to try to attract somebody, try to attract more people. Same thing that I say about drivers who dress up when they go in the stores versus I go in there, my coat I'm still waiting on my new coat. This coat got the fucking pocket damn near hanging. But guess what? If a woman likes me, I guarantee you she'll still talk to me. All the magic tricks do is attract people. It makes you look like let me put it like this. Magic tricks, AKA look at my car and this and that. You might attract certain women or whatever versus if you pulled up in a bucket or you wasn't dressed up. But if you attract the women in a bucket and not dressed up versus the others, what's the odds of you in a suit and all that? What's the odds of who's really real and who's really fucking with you or not? Let's put it like this. A man who he doesn't have a job and everything. He lives in a basement and his woman still loves him to fucking death. She's just hoping he gets his shit together. Versus a man got money and everything, but this woman really she don't love him like that guy. If that guy ever went to the basement, she'd be gone. Who's better off? Of course the dude's better off in the aspect of where his life is, but I'm talking about as far as a woman, hypothetically saying as far as a woman, who's better off? Who got the better woman? The one that got the woman who will sleep with him under a fucking raining bridge, or the one who's only there because you winning right now? Who got the better woman? Y'all tell me. As far as the looks thing, everybody thinks the good-looking women got it easy and this and that. Well, for one, the good-looking woman has to like you, and that seems to be a problem for them, right? Number two, most motherfuckers who actually like the good-looking woman is looking only at her looks, not who she is as a person. So sometimes she might fuck with a guy, give him a chance, and he get to know the girl, and he ain't like the girl. So it really ain't as easy as what y'all think, man. All I'm trying to say is reciprocate and let people know that you're interested in shit, but don't go too hard unless you see it back, you know what I mean? Because, well, let me say it like this. If you don't see it back, leave it alone. If they act like they don't like you at all, leave it alone. Leave it alone, man. Nothing you could do about it. They like somebody else, man. A lot of y'all men gonna get used for attention. That's what's gonna happen. Well, she's texting back. She must like me, dog. I think she might like me. Let me try harder and harder. Dog. Meanwhile, the guy she really like come over and I need some dick. your ass getting Texas. Just saying, man. Or you're handsome. I ain't even gonna go that drastic far as sex. She probably texting him, you're handsome. But she ain't texting you shit. She just texting back what you're saying. But you think that it's same, it's the equal. It's not equal. It's not equal. She's actually telling this motherfucker, I think you look good, and she just texting you. It's not the same, man. And ain't nothing you could do about it to make her text you handsome or any of this bullshit. You have to fuck with people who are, you have to like people who like you back, man. There's no other way around this. Or you're going to get burned. You're going to be just like everybody else, assuming all women and men are bad. It's not necessarily all women have good and bad. It's a choice. All women could be good or bad. The difference is when they like somebody, that's when they act right. Like if you the one they really be like, man, I can't get no better than this. Let me start acting right. You know what I mean? Versus, I don't really give a fuck. You know, they're on my dick. Or I got all these niggas, girl. You know what I mean? A woman could be a straight cheater, liar, and everything to men she don't like, and then meet that guy, and then she'll start acting right. Meet the guy she really like, and she'll start acting right. It's her choice. Cheating's a choice. All this shit's a choice. Whether she gonna give you a chance or not is a choice. So when she rejected you because you was not blonde hair, blue-eyed Chad, her preference, that was her choice. And there's nothing it don't matter if you're a good guy or not. Stop saying, well, I'm a good guy, so you should pick me. That don't matter. It only matters to certain women. Smart women pick based off of you being a good guy and like attraction and shit like that. You know what I mean? They go off of shit that matter. But you got some who are just going to reject you because you're not exactly what they're looking for, because they don't understand that what they might be looking for they might not find that love in that person who fits that description. You might not find love in that person. So if you're a woman looking for a 6'5" guy, you might not find a guy that's 6'5". And then the problem with that is, if you can't get over your imprint of I want a 6'5" guy, nobody's gonna measure up. So you're always gonna be disappointed. This is why I tell people to, like, don't be too strict on your standards. It's okay to have standards, dog, but make sure the shit matters. Like, well, her ass is 3 inches smaller than the other girl. I'm done. I don't want it. Woman be perfect as hell, but her ass is her hair is 3 inches shorter, or her hair is not this color. Come on, man. The girl's perfect, basically. You know what I mean? The motherfucker will pass up on that shit, man. Not to mention, they like you too. Come on. Where are you finding that at? Where are you finding an 80% perfect woman or man that likes you 100%? That's why you gotta check your fucking standards and what you desire in a woman or man, because it might be off. You might need to tweak your shit a little bit. You got some people's standards in women or men. It's shit that doesn't even exist. This shit don't even exist. Like, the woman or man they like don't even exist. And they don't even realize it. And their whole life, they're going to look for this motherfucker, and nobody's going to measure up because the person doesn't exist. It's unrealistic standards. Like, for example, I want a woman to be able to take care of her kids. Here's an example of unrealistic standards. I want a woman to be able to take care of her kids, work 12 hours a day, come home, cook for me, and run my back, and blah, 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 every damn thing else. And I ain't gonna do shit. And she just lets me sit at home and play the game when I get home. That's ridiculous, man. Or a woman, I want him to stay in the house 24/7, but I'm gonna get mad if he ever turns on that video game or anything. I just want him to pay attention to me 24/7. That's unrealistic, unfair standards. A lot of people getting cheated on this shit, man, because they was not the first choice, man. People really desire somebody else. They just said, fuck it, man. I can't get what I want. You know what I mean? I'll just settle. But sometimes if people would have tweaked their desires, they really wasn't settling. They just feel like they're settling in their mind because of the desires that they have. But what if they tweak their desires? They might have actually realized, you know what? I actually got somebody solid. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this choice right here. And when you get to that point to where you're cool with your choice, you're good, man. You're satisfied. But motherfuckers is looking for somebody that does not exist. So they're never going to be satisfied, dog. And ain't nothing you could do about it. You can cry about how they choose and whatever. Or you can fuck with them, but you'll get burned. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all men, you're doing these magic tricks to get these women to deal with you. You know what I mean? You're competing. Oh, let me compete with such and such. Meanwhile, such and such ain't got to do shit to get his dick sucked or something. He just exists. This motherfucker just exists. But you got to do every fucking thing. Because you don't realize that there's a woman out there that all you got to do is exist. And she like you the same. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all want to compete and convince a motherfucker to like you. When it's not going to work, man. Deep down inside, they know they don't really like you. So, you know what I mean? They might fuck with you, like I said, though. And that's dangerous. Being with somebody or fucking with somebody or in a relationship with somebody who really don't like you, but they there, that's dangerous. At any given moment, they're going to pull that plug on you. And you in love. You all the way in love. And they just there. Using you the whole time. Shaking my fucking head, dog. Shit crazy, man. But I'm about to get in here, man. Like I said, though, y'all. I understand. Or you should understand, and I understand. The real look or real attraction, and if you like somebody, you gotta really get to know a motherfucker, really, to be honest, to see if you really like somebody. That's honesty. That's the real way. But what's going on is people are not even giving people a chance. You don't even make the cut. As soon as they see he don't line up or she don't line up, what's in my mind, this little woman or man in my mind, you don't line up with that. So I'm not even going to give you a chance. I'm not even going to see if I like you. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's why motherfuckers can't find somebody. Because they never give people a chance. What if the person you are looking for, I think this is what I think happens a lot. The person somebody's looking for is in a person that they know or see or whatever, but the outside of it, or maybe he doesn't drive a Benz or something like that, and that kind of fogs they decision on whether they'll fuck with you or not. But what if that guy or girl is actually what you're really looking for, but you can't see it because you're not even gonna give them a chance? What do they say? They're no nigga got all this. What they say? Good sex. What they say? Looks. I forget what they say. Good sex, money, and something. I hear this shit all the time. And I'll be looking like, that's me. These women don't even know it because you don't fit that. When they say this is what they looking for, and I know I'm not the only guy, I can't be. Just like I know women, there's good women. Men say it too. There's no woman that does this or that. That's bullshit. Yes, there is. A lot of times y'all just they don't fit the description of what you think they will be. And that's the problem. That's the problem, yo. So a lot of women be like, there's no way that nice guy that doesn't say nigga every 5 seconds, there's no way he has good dick. There's no way. He's too nice. Next. But that guy could have been exactly what they're looking for. The one that they claim they want that never hurts them or has a bunch of women. Here's another good example. I want a man that doesn't have a whole bunch of women and this and that. I just want a man all to myself. And what do? What do? They think that the man that they reject that man. Well, he's not bothering any women. He's just staying to himself, making money and shit. He must not. Nobody wants him. Let me go over here to this guy who put himself out there to be liked by 20,000 women. So that's why he seems like he's so lit. Everybody wants him. I think I'm going to pick this one. He must be wanted. Same thing with a man. I want a woman who's not for all these niggas, dog. What do? They ignore the woman who doesn't want to show her body she only wants to show her body to that one guy she wants and not to Facebook. And you ignore her and you go straight after the woman showing everything. And then go cry about I want a woman that's not for all the niggas. Make it make sense, man. But nobody gonna do that because they don't want to take time out of their life to sit back and think, why the fuck can I pick the right person? Or who is the right person? Not just within yourself, but outside of you. Motherfuckers don't take time to do that. They don't take time to do that, man. And even then, you still got to deal with the fact if they gonna even give you a chance or not. Nothing you could do about it. That's why a lot of y'all men, y'all going on dates with women, y'all playing these little games. See, this is another thing men get caught up in. Playing games instead of being up front. Get her number, dog, and don't text her until the day of the date. Now you don't even know if that woman's even excited or any type of, you can't even get no type of feeling for her to see if she kind of really has interest. Because you wanted to play the dumbass game. When really, you should have said, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to act like I'm going to show my interest, and if she doesn't like me, oh fucking well. See, when you don't play a game, you don't get played. But if you want to play that game, I'm not going to text her, dog, until the day of the date, and then I'm going to hit her up, and okay, go ahead. But now you can't even see if that woman's really, really interested in you or not. Play the game. Same thing with the women. I'm gonna act like I don't like him, so he'll like me, or because I know if I know as a woman when I can't have a man, I like him more, so I'm gonna do it. Go ahead and play the game, and the man that might have interest be like, fuck that shit, man. I don't trust that. I don't trust it, man. I think she playing games, or she ain't really into me like that. She not really interested to get to know me, and I'm gone. Fuck that. Play the game and you play yourself, man. You better off just telling the motherfucker that you're interested. That don't mean that they won you yet. Motherfuckers act like if you say you want to go on a date with them, that it's over. You won me over. You didn't win shit yet. So I don't even know why people look at it that way. Like, well, I got them in the bag. I'm not interested no more. You ain't even done nothing yet. You still got work to do. Seen a text on Facebook that said, once he asked me out, I was no longer interested. Why? Because the woman feels if a guy asks her out, automatically he wants to get on one knee and marry her. Nah, it don't work that way. At least not with motherfuckers who looking for something real. You gotta build shit. They gotta still see all the date is for us to get to know a motherfucker and see who they are. That don't mean you won shit. But you can't tell motherfuckers that, man. They feel if you ask them on a date or something that you head over heels for them and shit. It's ridiculous. Straight ridiculous, man. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good women, you know what I'm saying? They be like, what's that one that people say? Single men never shoot their shot at me, only the married men. I know y'all seen that one. So why don't this girl just go talk to a guy that's single? Just go fucking talk to him. Inbox him and say, hey, how you doing today? You didn't. That don't mean he won you over. See that there's that pride thing again. But if I go in his inbox to him, that means that's letting him know that I'm validating him and he won me over. No, it don't. Because even if a woman went in a man's inbox and said, let's go on a date, that don't mean you won the woman over yet. She just wants to go on a date to get to know you. That don't mean you won shit. But everybody's in their pride. I don't want to show a person I'm interested because then they'll flake or something. If they flake because you showed interest, they was not real. Who the fuck flakes because somebody they like or interested in shows interest? So I'm gonna flake if Beyonce knows hits my line right now and says I'm ready to go on a date. Me and Jay-Z broke up. I see your videos, Tawana. I want to go on a date with you. Oh, you know what, Beyonce? I'm no longer interested. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're not gonna do it, man. You're not gonna do it. So why do people get scared to show people how they feel? When you play the game, you play yourself. It goes back to what I said with the man thing. I'm not going to text her, dog, until the day of the date so I can act high value and busy and all this and all that. You don't even get to know the girl to see if she really is interested in going out with you. And the girl might think you're not interested. Oh, you just lost her. Play the game, you get played. Women too. Play the game or play the pride and all that bullshit, you be playing yourself. You playing yourself, man. I want a man that never cheats and doesn't have a bunch of women all in his life. Meanwhile, now he's a lame. All he does is stay to himself because he doesn't want the hoes. Mind you, most men who stay to themselves, they don't want the bullshit. They know what it is. Why the fuck do I want to be out with a whole bunch of women, you know, when I know a whole bunch of men is messing with them and all this bullshit? Why would I want that? Maybe that motherfucker like, you know what, I'm on my purpose, man. Fuck all that shit. They don't see it that way, though. A smart woman does, but the other ones, that's not how they see it, man. That guy's lame. If I pick him, I won't be in the spotlight. That's another thing. That's another reason why they want these motherfuckers that's always fucking with every woman you see and all this bullshit. Because they feel if I can get him, then I'd be Mrs. Universe. When really, you ain't even famous at all. You still live in one town. You ain't famous. Stop it. It's ridiculous, man. That status shit is some bullshit too. And a woman will reject you off of that. He ain't got enough. He's perfect, but he don't know enough people, or, you know, this or that. You know what I mean? I bet he got a garbage digging stick because he's a nice guy. That's what they think. A man might even think that. Man, she probably can't even get a good head. She's too nice. Might be the best head you ever got. But that's what happens when you judge bullshit. Meanwhile, why we on that? Man, look how good she look. I bet she's the best sex and all that, and she could be garbage. And treat you bad. Double-edged sword, motherfucker. But you thought the glittering gold was gold. You didn't look at the right shit in a woman or man. That's the problem. And how about that? When you start looking at shit that really matter in a woman or man, you be surprised how many motherfuckers become attractive that you didn't think was attractive, because you start looking at other shit. There's a difference between attraction and fucking looks. Attraction is way more depth than looks. So a woman could be fine as hell, but not have nothing else on the chart that I like. She's not attractive no more. Only thing I might see now is, the only thing I see is looks and sex. I don't see nothing else. She's fine as hell, but she says, if a nigga ain't paying her bills, don't speak to me. Ugh. You're ugly now. But what do men do? I don't care, dog. I'm gonna do it anyway. Stupidity. Stupid. That's like a woman. That's equivalent to a woman. I know he got 5 baby moms and he doesn't take care of none of his kids. But I'm going to be the one to get pregnant by him and change that. That's exactly what that's like, basically. Anyways, y'all, man, either they're going to be interested in liking you or they're not. I ain't going to say they like you because they don't know. Some people actually really try to really see if they like somebody, and that takes time. But I will say this, either they're going to be interested in seeing if they like you or not. And then you got to, and let's not forget about the people trying to see who they like with multiple people. Like, how the fuck can you really see if you like somebody with multiple people? I understand before you actually pick one. But after you pick one, you still trying to talk to others? That's ridiculous, man. See what happens with the one you picked. And leave the other ones alone because you obviously picked that one over them. So why would you even go? Why you still got them there? But we already know why. When it comes to men and women. Because they want to use people and all this other shit. We know what time it is, man. Which goes back to my shit. And guess what? If you're not the one that they picked, woman or man, guess what you're going to get? The bullshit 8-day texts and all that bullshit. And you wondering why they don't act right and shit. That's exactly why. I just explained it perfectly. Why is he acting funny now? Because he comes across more and more women. He's looking for more and more women. And now he'll get back to you when he can. So I'll hit you up 2 weeks from now or 8 days from now. After I'm done dealing with them. Then I'll come back to you when there's nobody else. But you think it's just men who don't act right and all this weird shit. No, it's because of what I just said. A day. Maybe not at first. At first, well, maybe. I mean, people are different. I feel like at first, I think you could probably go a day without. Nah, I mean, if you're really interested, you want them to think that, you might just say good morning, have a good day or some shit. You know what I mean? So you might send them at least one text. You might be right on that. But I know this, if somebody has some type of interest, they're at least going to hit you first, at least. But then you got some people who abuse this. They'll hit you first, but it's only because this guy ain't hit me up or that girl ain't hit me up. So let me hit you up. And you think that's because they're hitting you up first for interest. And really it's because they just want you to show interest because these other people aren't showing interest to me. So I'm alone, I'm bored, and I need validation. And it's just an evil ass game. That's why I don't like texting. I mean, I like texting, but I don't like the era of texting. Because back in the day, you had to call a motherfucker or show up. Now you could just text a person and then text 80,000 other men or women. It's stupid, man. It really is. I like texting though because you can communicate, and like I'm about to communicate, I could communicate to somebody going to the gym. I get that part, but people abuse everything, so you know how it goes. Anything that a motherfucker could be a privilege out here, motherfuckers abuse it. Plain and simple. They abuse it, man. But you know, I'm gonna get in here, man. I just want to let y'all know that either somebody's interested in trying to see if they like you or not, man. You can't negotiate that. You can't. And as far as love too, like relationships, some of y'all in relationships, and they start acting funny and all this and all that. I don't want to sleep with you no more, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to do this or that. They don't want to do shit they used to do for you no more. You can't negotiate this shit, man. They don't like you no more. They don't fucking like you. Oh, fucking well, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Once you love yourself and shit, it don't matter who like you, who don't. You like yourself. You know what I mean? It don't get to you the same. It don't bother you the same. It don't bother you the same, and you only worry about people who are fucking with you. That is the key. Because I highly doubt a woman that I have to pay sex for is going to give me better sex or better head or whatever than a woman who just absolutely thinks I'm the shit. It ain't happening. It's not the same. So why would I even care? Like, why? Why would I do magic tricks? Why not? Shit, I'd rather give that money to the woman who fuck with me. Now she even like me even more. Bitch, head over heels. She don't know what to do anymore. Like, damn, this motherfucker. I love this motherfucker. But y'all don't want that. Y'all claim y'all want it, but y'all really don't want it. Y'all want validation from people who don't want you. That's what motherfuckers want. Validation from people who don't want them. I don't give a fuck about no validation from somebody who don't want me or fuck with me. That's friends, lovers, whatever. Imagine me going to the Ku Klux Klan. Please like me, please. I am a black guy. I'm a good dude. Please like me. I don't give a fuck about their validation. So that's what y'all doing when y'all trying to get validation from people who don't like you. Not everyone. No, not everyone, of course. If you're smart, no. But basically, a lot of people out here are seeking validation from. We all been guilty of it. Let's put it like that. And we all could be guilty of it again. That's real. That's real. That's no sugarcoating. We all have been guilty of seeking validation from people who don't want to fuck with us. Friends, lovers, whatever. It started way back when we was young. Like, people really didn't, you wanted to fit in with the crowd. Why do you even have to fit in if they already accepted you? See, the reason why you got to fit in because they really didn't accept you like that. So now I want to be cool with them and fit in with them. So let me do this or that. It started way back then. Now it's the part of the women and men. I refuse to do it. Now, when it comes to the fact that it's been established that I like her, she likes me, that's different. Because it's already established that we like each other. So now I can try to validate her and shit like, and expect validation from her and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And she should expect it from me. It's different. Versus somebody you don't even know if they like them and all that. Fuck that shit, man. What has that person done for me to even consider me validating them or even wanting their validation? Why does their validation even hold weight? They haven't even shown that they like me. Why is their validation special to me? I have no idea of even if they like me or not. And y'all must understand, a person could like you, but like somebody else more. So it don't even fucking matter. Like, yeah, he's a good dude. He got this going on and that going on and this going on. But I still like that guy over there more. So, you know, you're cool, but I don't like you more than him. So I'm going to pick him if he fucks with me. Or vice versa with a woman. This is where you get a lot of men just, I'm fucking with her for now. But the moment that other women come, they like better or something new, what did they do? They gone. A lot of motherfuckers, as soon as April hit, gone. Honestly, I wouldn't take nobody too serious to tell about April. Because if a motherfucker trying to still fuck with you April and May and shit, they might be really trying to fuck with you. But more than likely, I'm telling you right now, as soon as April drop, motherfuckers is gone. Hot girl and hot boy summer. That mask coming the fuck off. I've seen it with my own eyes and I've seen it happen to other people. As soon as that weather changed, that shit coming off, bro. That mask coming off. You know what I mean? Purpose arguments. And they gonna do that shit to y'all too. And the reason why they do that shit, reason why they do that purpose argument shit and all that bullshit, so when it comes back to cuffing season, now I got a reason to come back. Remember we broke up in April because we was arguing and shit like that. See, now they got a reason. Now I got an excuse for why I was fucking other people. Or he or she. That's all it be, man. That's all it be. They're going to go out, try to find somebody that they think is better, Meaning that person in their mind, remember? He's all right, but he don't do this and she don't do that. Man, I want that person that I got in my mind, and they're going to go out, as soon as the weather changes, they're going to go out seeking for that. And when they don't find it, they're going to bring their ass right back to you. Because they don't want to be alone in the winter and shit. This is what they do, man. And if you ain't hip to it by now, I don't know what to tell you. This is why it's very important to be able to be alone. See, a lot of people knock that alone shit. Like something's wrong with you or something wrong. Really, something is wrong with them if they're not capable of being alone. I'm not saying they should have to be alone. I'm not saying if you marry that something's wrong with you because you're not alone. But if you're not capable of being alone, that could be very bad. Because what if your spouse leaves you? Now you want to commit suicide and shit. You're gonna stop eating, fucking everything. You're a mom with kids. You can't deal with that. You can't be moving that way because a man left you. But a lot of them will. A lot of them might even hate their kid now because the guy they left that's his kid. So now I hate my kid now, and men too. Now I'm not gonna be a dad to my kid because you don't fuck me no more. So, shit like this, man. But all this shit that y'all just heard me say, it might sound like it's off topic, but it still goes all the way back to either somebody's liking you or not. I forget the title of this fucking video, but it goes back to if somebody really like you or not. Because if they really like you, they not gonna leave hot boy, hot girl summer. They not leaving you if they really like you. They're not gonna go out searching for this missing piece. You know what I mean? I'm missing something, so I'm gonna go search for it now to this hot girl. So I want all the attention from everybody else. These motherfuckers couldn't wait. It was like they was in jail or something. You know what I mean? They couldn't wait till April hit. She ain't dress up. She ain't put on no makeup for 6 months, motherfucker. Soon as April hit, shorts and everything. I'll be back later, and your simp ass you don't even see what's going on. Same thing with y'all women. This motherfucker look like a bum all winter long. Now it's I want to hit the gym and all this other shit. Put on cologne and every damn thing. Showing up late. I was out with the boys. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a great day, man. Hey, man, just remember these videos are not to be in a negative light. They're to be in the light of exposing, shining the light on the negative, you know what I mean? So you can see it, so you'll recognize it, so you don't become a victim. So that's why negative things have to be pointed out. A lot of people like to say it's bashing or it's negative or this or that, or you have no hope and all this bullshit, but nah, it's to expose it and understand it and shine a light on it so you'll understand the difference between the bullshit and the real shit.